Let's kick things off with America's big, beautiful boss, Donald Trump. He was at a conference in Pennsylvania yesterday to discuss AI, his go-to technology for giving Jessica Rabbit 3 giant boobs. And if you're curious what the Commander-in-Chief's thoughts were about the technology that will change our future, too bad. He decided to weave.
When I first heard about AI, it's not my thing. Although my uncle was at MIT, one of the great professors, 51 years, whatever. He was the longest-serving professor in the history of MIT, 3 degrees in nuclear, chemical, and math. That's a smart man.
Let's pause right there. I hate to be nitpicky, but I'm a stickler for facts. Yes, Trump's uncle was a famous MIT professor, but he wasn't the longest-serving professor in MIT history, and he didn't have a degree in nuclear or chemical or math. Again, sorry to nitpick. You were saying about your genius uncle.
Kuczynski was one of his students. Do you know who Kuczynski was? There's very little difference between a madman and a genius.
Wow! We went from 0 to Unabomber like that. Okay, I don't want to be that guy, but it's unlikely that the Unabomber Ted Kaczynski was a student of Trump's uncle at MIT, because Kaczynski never went to MIT. Now, maybe Trump just misspoke, made a slip. I mean, who among us hasn't accidentally told people that our uncle taught the Unabomber? I once told people my Nana gave piano lessons to John Wayne Gacy. Not sure why, I don't know, it just came out. I was probably nervous. But the problem with this little fib is that it was the cornerstone of an entire fantasy conversation Trump had with his uncle.
What kind of a student was he, Uncle John, Dr. John Trump? He said, what kind of a student? And then he said, seriously good. He said he'd go around correcting everybody, but it didn't work out too well for him. Didn't work out too well.
Wow. An amazing story that, once again, absolutely never happened. Because nobody knew who Kaczynski was until 1996, and Trump's uncle died in 1985. What I'm saying is, isn't it great that we finally have a president whose brain works perfectly? But it's not surprising that Trump would want to escape into a fantastical world of Unabomber fan fiction right now. Because back in the real world, he's still got all his supporters breathing down his neck to release the Epstein files. And no matter what Trump does, he just can't get them to shut up about it.
I know you've urged people to move on, but I'm curious, why do you think your supporters in particular have been so interested in the Epstein story?
I don't understand.
About how it's been handled.
I don't understand it. Why they would be so interested. He's dead for a long time. He was never a big factor in terms of life.
Not the guy you call to give a eulogy. Also, you don't have to like Epstein, but he clearly was a big factor in terms of life. He's America's most famous sex criminal, which is quite a competitive category. This really highlights Trump's dilemma. He's desperate to tamp down the drama, but his entire career has only taught him to heighten the drama. I mean, you can't spend your whole life as the messy bitch from a reality show and then suddenly say, can we have some decorum here, please? Because this does not sound like Donald Trump.
But I don't understand why the Jeffrey Epstein case would be of interest to anybody. It's pretty boring stuff. It's sordid, but it's boring.
It's boring! Oh, yeah, what's interesting about a global pedophile sex ring that involves the richest people in the world that I might be covering up in my own involvement in? Snooze alerts! Anyway, who wants to hear about my copper tariffs? That's juicy. So, MAGA diehards, you've heard your dear leader. Epstein's just a boring dead guy who no one cares about. I'm sure you'll join him in saying it's time to move on. Nothing more to see here.
We should put everything out there and let the people decide it.
I think that the American people need to see what's in there. And that's not hard to understand.
I do think there needs to be more transparency.
You don't believe what the Justice Department is saying?
I don't know. I don't. I don't trust them.
Oh man, that guy is flat out broken. I don't trust nothing no more. I'm gonna go just fill my pocket with rocks and walk into the sea. Tell Manu Raju I love him. I mean, things are so bad, even Lauren Boebert is demanding answers. Although being Lauren Boebert, she has a particular way of putting it.
Of course we want answers. No one is satisfied with what has been received or lack thereof. No one is satisfied with the rollout of this.
Yes, Mr. President. If Lauren Boebert was in charge, you better believe she would leave people satisfied. She would not be jerking everyone around and then leaving them frustrated like you. No, sir, with her, there would be a complete finish. This is a shocking turn of events for Donald Trump. His own sycophants are breaking ranks with him, and even worse, they are demanding accountability.
I think moving forward, we need a special counsel. That has got to happen. I want answers, and maybe that takes that special counsel to do so. Maybe Matt Gaetz can lead the special counsel.
You want Matt Gaetz to investigate underage sex trafficking? Because it makes sense in a sort of game-recognized game way. I can see Matt Gaetz pulling up to R. Kelly's house saying, I'm putting together a team. Also, legally, I have to introduce myself. And this special counsel thing might have been the last straw, because by this morning, Trump had absolutely lost it on his supporters.
He posted this morning. He said, my past supporters have bought into this, quote, bullshit, hook, line, and sinker. Don't even think about talking of our incredible and unprecedented success because I don't want their support anymore.
God damn, he went full messy bitch. If you can't handle me at my sex crimes cover-up, you don't deserve me at my alligator concentration camps, you sluts. Okay, all right, so Trump is in a brutal spot right now, but like any good reality show producer knows, always leave room for reconciliation. And Trump might have done that today.
Mr. President, will you ask Attorney General Pam Bondi to release more documents to finally put this controversy to bed?
Whatever's credible, she can release it. If a document is credible, if a document's there that is credible, she can release it.
You hear that? Those documents are coming, or Donald Trump's uncle wasn't Ted Kaczynski's favorite teacher. Yes. For more on the continuing Epstein scandal, we go to the Department of Justice and our senior pedophile correspondent, Grace Kuhlenschmidt.
Wait, senior pedophile correspondent? I didn't know I got a title bump.
Well, you're doing great work, Grace. So what? What's the latest?
Huge news, Jordan. Pam Bondi has just found some brand new recordings, just like Donald Trump asked. And not only are they credible, they're incredible.
Wow, that's huge. Do you have any insight as to where they found them?
In between the DOJ's couch cushions. Always the last place you look. Let's take a listen.
Hi, I'm Donald Trump.
Hi, I'm Jeffrey Epstein. Nice to meet you for the first time.
Likewise. What are you up to today on this, the first day we've ever met?
I'm gonna go kill myself.
Okay, bye.
Wow. Case closed. Credibility accredited.
Grace, there's no way that was real. Trump and Epstein have known each other for years. There's plenty of pictures of them together.
You mean like these credible pictures that Pam Bondi just found in the Department of Justice's Lost and Found box? See? That is an undoctored photo where Epstein is asking if Trump wants to do pedo stuff, and Trump clearly says, no, thank you. Trump exonerated credibility credim.
Okay, Grace, of course it was doctor. There are speech bubbles. It doesn't seem suspicious that all this so-called evidence makes Trump look good?
That's not true. Some of the evidence makes other people look bad. Remember that missing minute from the prison camera the night Epstein died? Pam Bondi just found the footage at the DOJ in a DVD case for Shallow Hal. And it is damning.
Time to murder Epstein.
I knew it. I knew Hillary was a witch. Even when I voted for her, I said, this witch is gonna kill Jeffrey Epstein in prison.
Grace, that's clearly fake. Her legs didn't even bend.
Stop policing women's bodies.
Okay.
What would convince you, you misogynist, if she smiled more?
I just don't want fake files.
Okay, fine. This next one's file name was labeled real Epstein audio _real_ not fake. Can you give this one a chance?
Hey, Donald. I know you've said repeatedly that you don't want to come to my sex crime island because you love your current wife, but I'll be there all week. Check out who's with me.
It's me, future Fed Chair Jerome Powell. The only thing I love more than sex crimes is not lowering interest rates.
And I'm Zoran Mamdani. I suck.
You want to apologize to me now, Klepper?
No, none of that was real.
I guess no amount of evidence will convince you. You sound crazy. Hold on, sorry. I'm getting a call. Hello? It's Jeffrey Epstein.
No, it's not. Jeffrey Epstein is very much dead.
Jordan, I'm on the phone.
Okay, let me talk to him. Put him on speakerphone.
Okay. Jeffrey, he just told me he killed himself again. Thanks a lot, Jordan.
Senior pedophile correspondent Grace Kuhlenschmidt, everyone.